important that we take notice and look at the fact that here is someone in office that no one wanted. But obviously someone wanted him. But who was it? I mean, are we naive enough to believe that these people with no teeth, no education, are we naive enough to believe that the hillbilly is setting public policy? I mean, we have to be a little bit more sophisticated than that. Now, let's look at this thing a little bit closely, because on another scale, another level, we see something a little bit deeper. Yeah, we do. I mean, if we look at this thing just a little bit more closely, we'll be able to see a dynamic that has always been there. Who are the people really holding the bag? Like, who's really pulling the strings? I mean, these are the types of questions that we need to ask ourselves. We need to understand, why is this man? Because he is the last Don. He's the last Don. He's going to be the last guy to come through this power structure simply because he is a WASP. Now, if you're not familiar with a WASP is a term from sociology or anthropology. It's short for white Anglo-Saxon Protestant. Okay, and you don't have to be, but that's it. White Anglo-Saxon Protestant. Now, this means that, these were the people who were landowners. These were the people who were able to vote. These were the people who actually ran America. Like, go back and look it up. So a WASP, you had to be a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant in order to engage in the government and to be, but you had to be a landowner as well. These were the people who were signed your Declaration of Independence. These were the people who, really ran the country. So we have in America, just like in many other countries, we have class. We have distinctions by class and gender, and these are the things that really drive our society. So that group of WASPs who make all of the decisions and rules in America, they are still basically in control. These guys are the patriarchy. I like to call them the Mayflower Americans. You see, by our estimation, there are Mayflower Americans, slave ship Americans, and Native Americans, then we have the Ellis Island Americans. Now, your Ellis Island Americans, they tend to have a different perspective on America than the other categories named. And so, he is the last Don. Donald Trump is the last Don. He represents those, he's representing the Mayflower Americans now, but it's interesting because he is actually a part of the Ellis Island Americans, because his family, they were, of course, immigrants, and that, I could touch on that in another video. But yeah, Donald Trump is the last Don. I want to stick, to that. Hey man, Donald Trump is the last Don. This is going to be the guy who keeps the people satisfied, that old power. And the reason I'm saying he's the last Don is because there will not be another silverback ape of a white guy. They cannot be like Donald Trump anymore. Like, they are not putting out guys like Donald Trump anymore. Even any of these newer white guys, Paul Ryan and other WASPs that are going, that they tried to prop up they don't have that same killer instinct, that those older guys had. And the good old boys club, the gentleman, and the scholar, the hey Pete, let's go play around the golf, man. That whole dynamic where the woman is June Cleaver and the father is Ward Cleaver, and they have Wally, the football player, and the little beaver at home. No one does that, even in the dominant Mayflower American society. Those types of norms are pretty much out of the window. Okay, so it's going to be difficult going forward. So this was a very big last ditch effort to put the last Don on the throne. This is what's going on. These decisions were made a long time ago, so now they're trying to redefine how these things are going to be done. But yeah, Donald Trump, he's the last Don. He represents the old power establishment. These people are dying, and they want to put it was very interesting what I saw him in the CIA briefing or breakfast from the other day, and he said, we used to always win. We were winning everything. Now we're losing. We don't win. And he, went on this spiel about how, we should keep the oil, and we should have kept the oil when we went into Iran. And, so, I'm just wanting to be one of those guys to point everyone into that direction. Hey, listen, we're going to have to pay attention because a lot of the old factions are back in control, and these guys are warmongers. So, get ready because it's about to go down. So if you remember the 80s, then we're about to have a repeat. Now, it was good and bad. A lot of capital. So there's going to be a lot of money floating around, but because he's the last Don. So, but this is the last time this kind of style of leadership is going to be able to be pulled. The good old boys club is just, they're dying off, and the new guys, they don't have the fortitude to continue this type of brutal regime that these old guys have put out here. So yeah, that's just how this goes. And I mean, there's so much more I could say, but thanks a lot for coming by. Donald Trump is the last Don. He's the last wasp to rule the wasp nest. The white Anglo-Saxon Protestant landowners.